going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to my newest listing.
Let's go! Let me show you 4 keys to the game to get this win. Number 1 is this beautiful kitchen. The second key to the game is this primary suite with its own sunroom with a double vanity and large bathroom. Number 3, this large carport as well as this large front porch. And number 4 is this beautiful fenced property with the pond and the beautiful barn. So don't fumble on this property. Give me a call, Stacey Springer, 931-242-9263.
Right in the heart of the downtown square in Lawrenceburg stands a true local treasure, Holland's Drug Store, the oldest business on the square. Holland's is a name you have trusted since the 1960s. Expert pharmacists Richard and Brooke are proud to offer personalized care, including compounding, while providing you fast and friendly service. They accept most insurance plans so you can get what you need without a hassle. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the gift shop filled with local novelties, willow tree, seasonal home decor, and so much more. Holland's Drug Store. Local and lasting.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, and welcome to this edition of Mars Hill Minute. We're excited to be here in the foundation of our brand new children's building, student building. This part right here will be the student sanctuary where they'll have their worship on Wednesday nights. But what I want to talk to you about is what's coming soon. The steel will go up, the second floor will be built, and the children's wing will be put in as well. We're excited about all of that, but you got to take the details of making sure this part is right. If the foundation isn't right, everything else we build is going to have problems. The Bible tells us the same is true with our lives. We talked about a man who built his house on the sand, and one who's built his house on the rocks. And when the storms came, the one built on the rock sustained and made it through. How's your life built? Jesus says he is the rock. I'd like to encourage you to build your life on Jesus Christ and his teaching and be a disciple of Jesus Christ. I'd love to invite you to Mars Hill Baptist Church to learn more about how to build the proper foundation to build upward with your life. God bless you. Hope you'll come join us.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenneke Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenneke Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit tenneke.com.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as The Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Looking to transform your home or commercial space? Lawrenceburg Flooring is your local stop for flooring, tile, and custom blinds. From sleek hardwoods and waterproof LVP to stunning ceramic and water jet tile, we've got the styles, colors, and prices to fit every taste and budget. With financing options available, visit Lawrenceburg Flooring today, where your design dreams become reality. Your floors, your style, we've got you covered.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody back to Ralph Benson Memorial Gym, getting you ready for this TSSAA Class 3A Region 5 District 9 first round tournament matchup featuring the Wildcats of Tullahoma and the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. This is A.J. Gooden, joined by Arlie Thomas. Our producer tonight is Kevin Wright here on the X Sports Network. Taking a quick look at both sides. Tullahoma coming in as the 5 seed in the tournament, 15-10 overall, 5-7 within the district. Head coach is Daniel Lynch. For Lawrence County, 19-12 overall, 6-6 as the 4 seed within the league. Their head coach is Steve Keaton. Arlie, last time you joined us on the broadcast, strangely enough, was against Tullahoma. What did you like the last time that you saw the Lady Cats?
I liked all of it. They play really good together out on the floor, and I'm excited to see this game because these games can be very emotional. They can be very stressing, and we can just see how they play out.
Now, you've been through this before on the tournament side. I believe you've played Tullahoma before in the tournaments before. Yes. What's it like when you're playing a team for the third time in a season?
You can read them easily, and you can, like, what I would do is I would memorize the players, and I would memorize every play that they did. I would go and watch film on them and just see what would happen. And I mean, some people would say it's an easier game, but then some people would say that it's a harder because they're watching you, you're watching them, and y'all can both just change with each other.
Yeah. Obviously, youth has been the story for Lawrence County this year. Just 2 seniors on the team, and when you look out there, Arlie, there is a lot of youth out there for Lawrence County, but it's the youth that has been having a lot of production so far as well.
Yes. Even though they're younger, they really hang with the upper people. And it's like last year with us, that with Leah and Destiny, and I can't remember who else played with us out of the freshmen, but it was like they were one of us. They just fit in and worked so well with us.
Speaking of Leah, I mean, she's already had 1,000 kills in her career. Her sophomore year isn't even done yet.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
She's already had 1,000 kills. You played with her as a freshman last year.
Yes.
What's it like seeing the growth from where she was first day of practice as a freshman to where she is right now?
You can tell that she's growing a lot. I'm telling you, about her senior year, she's literally, I say it every time, she's going to be a beast. I mean, she's already at 1,000 kills, and it's just crazy enough that she's a sophomore, so surely by her senior year, she's going to have by 4,000 kills.
Probably. She's going to break every school. She's going to shatter every school record at this point. Starting lineup here for Lawrence County as they'll serve it up to start things off. Garland, Brazier, Walker, Bryce, Dixon, and Schultz. So Garland will serve it up to start things off here for the Lady Cats. That is dug out by Lynch. Metcalf setting up Gardner, and that one will go wide, and the Lady Cats off to an early 1-0 lead. Next serve up coming here for Garland. Dug out by Lynch again. Passes over to Metcalf. Kill attempt tipped down and in. And a game now tied up here at 1 apiece. A good kill for Tullahoma. Back to serve for Tullahoma. 1-1 here in the first set. And in the net. And a break for the Lady Cats, 2-1. And Arlie, how back-breaking can those be?
It can be a lot because in the district tournament, I can't remember if it was the championship in the district tournament, but I had missed my 2 previous serves before, and it was 13-14 against Columbia Central, and it was my serve. And I was like, I literally just missed 2. So those can be very nerve-wracking.
Speaking of errors, Kamaya Bryce, a little too aggressive in the net. We'll get our first subs here as checking out for Tullahoma is Stevens, and checking in is Ari Bryson. Back to serve is Gardner, 2-2 here in the first. That is dug out by Dixon, but down and in, an ace for Tullahoma. It's a 3-2 lead. Gardner back to serve it up again. And that one's in the net. And 2 of the Lady Cats' 3 points have come off service errors here in the early going. Back to serve will be Bryce, as Niederkassis will check in for Brazier. Daniel in as well. The serve up will go long. Service errors sometimes can be contagious. It's 4-3 Tullahoma. Back to serve is Lynch. That one's dug out by Brazier. Schultz setting up Dixon. Tips it over, sent backwards. Lynch will dig it out. Bryson gets it over and in. And that will make it 5-3 Wildcats. Bryson coming away with her first kill, 5-3, the lead here in the first. Lynch back to serve again. And that one just a hair long. And now 5-4, that's their 3rd service error so far here in the set. As Collins Newton will come in for Garland. Leah Dixon back to serve. That serve, nice dig out. Metcalf here to Bryson, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Newton. That will go wide, and it's 6-4 Tullahoma. A lot of errors here in the early going so far, Arlie, for both sides. Back to serve is Metcalf. Dug out by Schultz, and will go wide, and Tullahoma now up 3, 7-4. Their second ace here of this match. Next serve up here from Metcalf. Dug out by Brazier. Walker in the air. Daniel. That's dug out by Bryson. Metcalf, and they can't get it over. And Daniel with her long arms comes away with her first kill of the match. She's really come on strong here lately, Arlie, and someone that they're going to make a run here in the postseason. They got to get her going.
Yeah, they do, because I remember last year I just kept on giving it to her because she has such long arms that no matter, my sets weren't always off, but even if I had an off set, I knew I could go to her in the middle. And some teams wouldn't expect it because usually if a setter gets a bad pass, they'll just set it to the outside. But when I would get a bad pass, or if I would get my hands wouldn't be right on it, I would just throw it up to Destiny, and she'd always just hit it straight down.
Grace Archer just came away with her first kill. Metcalf, as that one is dug out. Now Walker here to Dixon. That one's in. 3-0 run for the Lady Cats. First kill for the sophomore, over 1,000 kills in her career. We're tied up at 7. Next serve up here from Walker. That is dug out by Gardner. Metcalf back between the lines. Bryson tipped, and in the air, DaCosta will push it over. Brazier. Walker, here to Newton. And that's a bit long. That would be 8-7 Tullahoma. Oh, now they're going to call that tip, so it's 8-7 Lawrence County. It's happened to me a lot lately. I jump to conclusions. Newton with her first kill, 8-7. Lady Cats now on a 4-0 run. Walker back to serve. And that one's in for the ace. A 5-0 run to make it 9-7. First ace for the Lady Cats. Serve up. Dug out by Gardner. Lynch now to Bryson. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Here to Archer. That one is in. Lady Cats. 6-0 run. 10-7. Everyone's feeling it here in the first set for Lawrence County. Next serve up from Walker. Dug out by Gardner. Lynch will get it back between the lines. Metcalf over the net. Daniel. Walker. Here to Archer. Oh, couldn't get that one over that time. It's now 10-8. That's got to be a hard shot. Bad angle. You're just trying to get it over, but not too good.
Yeah. Hitting outside, you have to literally adjust to everything. That's why usually left-handed players usually play out there, because it's like hitting outside for a right-handed person. I played right side my freshman and sophomore year, and it's literally I worked 2 years on it. It's so hard to just, it's a whole different thing out there.
Daniel sends that one just a bit wide. Back-to-back points for Tullahoma. Makes it 10-9. You see that in a lot of sports. You don't want a left-handed thrower playing left field in baseball. As that serve from Stevens goes into the net. Their third service error. Now 11-9 Lady Cats. Or just like in hockey, if you play left wing, you want to be a left-handed shooter, right wing. You know, not to get too technical with all the other sports, but just trying to draw some comparisons. Next serve up from Brazier. Dug out by Stevens high in the air. DaCosta back between the lines. Nelson will get it over the net. Dixon. Walker. Here to Newton. Tipped. And they're going to call Tullahoma in the net. Now 12-9. Next serve up here from one of the two seniors in Reagan Brazier. Dug out by Stevens. Battle at the net, Bryce. And they're going to call Metcalf in the net, 13-9. Four-point Lady Cat lead, their largest of the set so far. Serve up from Brazier. Dug out by Stevens. Metcalf over to Nelson. Dug out by Brazier. Walker sends it over. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf over to Nelson. Dug out by Dixon. Walker here to Dixon. Dug out by Gardner. Won't be saved. And the ball thankfully bounces down. Dixon's second kill. 14-9. And a timeout will be called by Tullahoma as they trail by 5. We will take that break with them on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
This is the X Sports Network.
Just used her first time out. Brazier served, dug out by Gardner. Metcalf over to Nelson. That one is in, and a good timeout for Tullahoma to get the lead down to 4. Now, Arlie, I saw something earlier that you've, as a setter, and you've done it a few times, that fake pass. Is there an art form to that? Because I've seen it a lot at the college level where it catches everyone off guard. I know Bella's tried it a lot and hasn't had a whole lot of success with it.
It's always my favorite thing. Literally that, I feel like that is just, whenever you're a setter, you're setting people for them to get kills. But so I remember during a lot of last year's games, I would it's called like you just dump it over.
Yeah.
And I would literally just dump it over when they weren't, like when the adrenaline's high, and I would just kind of look out of the corner of my eye, and I would see that the middle of the court's open, and I would just try to do it as fast as I can and as cleanest as I can, because it's just like you want that kill for yourself.
I've seen the best I've ever seen do it was a girl at Jacksonville State that she had 10 kills in a game against UNA.
Oh my gosh.
Off that, it was amazing. Nelson digs out the serve. Metcalf will go back to Nelson. Tips it over, dug out by Brazier. Walker now over to Dixon. Metcalf digs it out. Nelson would get it back between the lines. Over the net is Lynch. Walker, Brazier to Dixon. And that was the danger zone there. Now 16-11. Sub coming in will be Schultz in for Archer. And Nelson back to serve for Tullahoma. Serve up here from Nelson. Dug out by Garland. Schultz. Bryce. Tipped and in. 17-11. Bryce with her second kill, second assist for Schultz. Niederk assist will come in for Walker. And Schultz back to serve. Just a hair long. Good judgment by Lynch there on the back end. 5-point game again. I don't know how y'all do that. I'd hit everything. I don't care if it was 5 feet over my head.
It's very hard to just kind of base your judgment off of it, but usually if it's past your shoulders, don't go for it. But if it's one of those low ones that's just going to land, it looks like it's going to land right on the back line. You just have to be ready for it to drop and put your foot on the line and just pray for the best.
Dixon, unfortunately, was in the net there. She tried to punch it over. Back-to-back points, 17-13. Orange County still with the lead here in the first. I think if Steve Keaton yelled out loud enough, it would scare me to not hit it. Gardner back to serve. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. And Orange County here struggling some with the passes. It's now 17-14. Seen a couple bad passes here past the midway point of the first. Serve up from Gardner. Dug out by Garland. Schultz tried to get it out of the net. Dixon did, got it over. Metcalf, Nelson now back to Metcalf. Tipped and somehow saved Garland over. Dug out by Nelson. And a good kill attempt there from Bell. That will make it 17-15. Her first kill, third assist from Metcalf. 17-15. A 5-0 run here from Tullahoma. 4-0 run, excuse me. Serve up. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. Back to Dixon. That one's dug out by Gardner, but into the Tullahoma bench. Good answer by the Lady Cats. Another 3-point lead. Third kill for Dixon. Lloyd and Daniel come in for Brazier and Bryce. Lloyd back to serve for Lawrence County. Lloyd serve. Dug out by Nelson. Metcalf over to Bryson. Dug out by Garland. Schultz. Here to Dixon. That one's in. 19-15. Arlie, when you're in those situations where you've just given up a 4-0 run off errors, what's the best thing a team can do here to kind of snap out of it?
You just got to make sure that the next point you get a good pass, you get a good set, and you hit it, and you just, that's just all you need is you just need the next point to get the momentum back up.
Bryson's shot in the net, 20-15. Errors for both sides really starting to pile up. That's now 9 errors already for Tullahoma here in the first. Next serve from Lloyd. Dug out by Nelson. Gardner does push it over Dixon. Schultz, Daniel, dug out by Metcalf. Nelson, over to Bryson. Blocked, dug out by Bryson. Gardner, and Daniel going to come away with the block. 21-15. First block for either side. Lloyd with the hot hand, back to serve again. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf, Bell, that one's in. 21-16.
One thing about Tullahoma is that they all have always had a quick set, and those are always so hard to read as a blocker on the other side.
Lynch back to serve. Down 5 here in the first. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Here to Daniel. That one is in. 22-16. Kind of seems like Destiny she winds up there, but I think that's really what's been working for her lately is she's getting kind of in a hitting rhythm when she winds up like that. As Dixon's serve goes in the net, 22-17. It's the team's third service error. 22-17. Metcalf back to serve. Niederkus out. Walker in. Serve up from Metcalf. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. And Daniel does get it over. Metcalf. Lynch. And Bryson does punch it over. Schultz will send it back. Gardner. Metcalf. Here to Nelson. Tipped over. Blocked by Daniel down and in. Her second block. You can't send it soft in Destiny's direction.
No, you
just can't do it. Schultz out, Archer in. Walker back to serve. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf. Here to Nelson. And Brazier will send it back. Metcalf digs it out. Gardner. Over the net will be Lynch. And hits it in the black hole. It's 23-18. Sub will come in. Stevens for Bryson. Lynch probably wasn't expecting to get a kill tonight, and she gets one. 5-point game here late in the first. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Here to Daniel. Left-handed slams it home, and now set point for the Lady Cats. Destiny Daniel's third kill as Bryce will come in for Daniel. Brazier back to serve, set point. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf. Here to, I think it was DeCosta. Walker. Now Newton. And they're going to call Tullahoma in the net. And the Lady Cats will take the first set 25-15. Lead at 1 set to none. We will head to the second set when we return here on the X Sports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2600. 2961 or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Inc. for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years' experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
This is the X Sports Network.
Lady Cats took the first set here in the district tournament, 25-18 to lead this one 1-0. Quick look at the stats. Error-wise, Tullahoma 10, Lawrence County 8 kills, Lawrence County 13-5, aces Tullahoma 2-1. But I think the errors kind of tell the story there in the first set, Arlie.
Yeah, they really do. You know, this set, they just need to come into it as the less errors they make, the better off they are.
I think the one thing I've learned, if you obviously play the game, know way better than I do, but the team with the most errors normally loses the set.
Yeah.
But also, kills-wise, 13-5. I mean, team's got an advantage over you like that. Yeah. More than likely, they're winning the set as well. So Nelson will serve it up to start off for Tullahoma. Lady Cats took the first 25-18. Nelson serve, dug out by Niederkassis, Dixon, and someone got that over. Lynch, Metcalf, Bell, and gets it in. And Tullahoma off to a 1-0 start. Seems like every single one of Bell's kills have just hit her fingertips and landed in.
Yeah.
Next serve up here from Nelson. Does go long, and we're tied up at 1. The 6th service error by Tullahoma in the match. Had 10 errors in the first set. Half of them were off services. Serve up here from Schultz in the net. It's like I just jinxed them or something. 2-1. The 4th service error by Lawrence County. Bryson in, Stevens out. Back to serve is Gardner. Dixon digs it out over to Schultz. Schultz to Bryce. Dug out by Gardner. Nobody came to the rescue, and we're tied up at 2. The freshman will get her 3rd kill, 6th assist for Schultz. Brazier and Bryce out. Lloyd and Daniels in. 2-2 here in the second. Serve up from Lloyd. Dug out by Gardner. Dixon. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Slams it home and a 3-2 Lady Cav lead. Kind of redeemed herself a little bit there, Arlie. Everyone kept saying out, but
yeah,
I think she wanted the kill pretty bad there.
Yeah.
It's her 5th kill of the evening. Next serve from Lloyd. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf. Lynch. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. Niederkassis pushes it over. Lynch digs it out. Metcalf. Nelson gets it over. Lloyd. Schultz. Dixon. That one's in. 4-2. Schultz to Dixon seems to be the winning combo here in the second. Lloyd back to serve again. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf. Here to Nelson. Dug out by Schultz. Daniel. Dixon. Blocked down and in by Bell. 4-3. Their first block of the night. I feel bad for Destiny. That was actually a pretty good set.
It was a really good set.
Garland checks back in for Lloyd. Back to serve is Lynch. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Daniel does get it over. Gardner. Metcalf. DaCosta saved by Schultz. Brazier here to Dixon. Bid long, and we're tied up at 4. Four all here in the second. Lynch back to serve again. Dug out by Brazier. DaCosta will slam it home off the hard dig. They on a 3-0 run, lead at 5-4. It's her first kill. Those are the ones you have to take advantage of, Arlie, when the hard dig back and play at the net.
Yeah.
You got to take advantage of it. Serve up from Lynch, and good job. Pinballs around, Schultz over the net. Lynch, Metcalf, and getting that one over. Daniel sends that one over. Set up DaCosta, Schultz, Garland. Dixon will get it over. Metcalf, DaCosta dug out by Schultz. Brazier in the air. Dixon hits it over. Dug out by DaCosta. Setting up Nelson. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Yeah, Metcalf tried to hit it. That was a bad pass, and Metcalf saved him on that one, and we're tied up at 5. Lynch now, conversation with the official. Now we'll go and talk with her head coach and her dad, Daniel Lynch. So 5 all. Break there for the Lady Cats. Dixon back to serve. Dug out by Gardner. Lynch here to, Lidstrom. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier. Collins Newton over the net. Gardner. Metcalf. Here to Nelson. That's right. Lady Cats back on top, 6-5. Serve up here from Dixon. Dug out by Nelson. Now Gardner over the net. Dixon. Schultz. Daniel. That one is in. 7-5. Sophomore's 4th kill. 2 sophomores so far have combined for 10 kills here tonight. Next serve from Dixon. Dug out by Gardner. DaCosta in the air. Metcalf pushes it over. Brazier. Schultz to Newton. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf over to Lidstrom. That one's long. It's now 8-5. Dixon back to serve again. Dug out by Nelson. Metcalf, now Lidstrom over the net. Daniel. Schultz tips it over. And Schultz was in the net. It's now 8-6. Walker will come in for Niederkassis. Nelson back to serve here for Tullahoma. Dug out by Schultz. Walker. Daniel. It's dug out by Metcalf. Lynch setting up Lidstrom. Right on the back line. It's 8-7. Her first kill, 7th assist from Metcalf. 8-7 now. Back-to-back points for Tullahoma. Next serve up from Metcalf. Dug out by Schultz. Dixon back between the lines. Brazier will get it over the net. Gardner. Metcalf. DaCosta. Sit back over. Now over to Lidstrom. Gets it over Daniel. Schultz pushes it over. Gardner. Metcalf now to Nelson. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf over to Lidstrom. Blocked down and in by Daniel. Her third, 9-7. How exhausting are those long points when you go back and forth?
It's so exhausting, especially towards usually like the setters and the hitters, because you're literally moving constantly, and especially in a rally like that, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Brazier digs that out. Walker. Archer tipped over, goes wide. Now 9-8. Seen a few bad passes on both sides here, Arlie. What kind of things as a setter can you do to kind of correct, make sure you're not sending them to the wrong spot?
It's really like the feet. You really have to get your feet in the right position, which I did a lot of work. I spent so many hours in the gym, I took so many lessons and went to so many people, because if your feet aren't right, then if you're not in the right spot, then you can't set your middle or your right side, or if your pass is off and you have to set it to the outside, you have to turn your shoulders the right way, or if you want to set the right side, you have to do the opposite. It's a lot of work, but if you're a good setter and you take the time to put a lot of work in, I mean, your job's pretty easy.
First kill for Gardner, 8th assist for Metcalf, 10-9. Lady Cat lead here in the second. DaCosta back to serve. Dug out by Dixon. Brazier. Now to Bryce. She'll get this one over. Diving save by Stevens. Metcalf setting up Nelson. That one is in. We are tied up at 10. Good example of a good pass to set up a good kill attempt. Nelson's third kill, 9th assist for Metcalf. 10-all here in the second. Serve up here from DaCosta. Dug out by Dixon. Brazier. Here to Bryce. Dug out by DaCosta. Gardner. And sets up Stevens, who gets it over. Brazier. Walker. Here to Dixon. Dug out by DaCosta. Metcalf. Here to Gardner. Dug out by Dixon. Walker. Here to Newton. Dug out by DaCosta. Metcalf. Setting up DaCosta. That one is in. 11-10, Tullahoma. Let's go. I would imagine digging it out also has a lot to do with footwork as well, I would imagine.
Yes, it is. You have to move it's just like the setters, but you have to have you have to have your arms placed right, your feet have to be just right, because even if your hands are right and everything's right, if your feet are off, it won't go where you want it to go.
Bryce comes up with her 4th kill, 8th assist for Walker. Newton out. Garland in. Garland back to serve. 11-11 here in the first. Serve up. Dug out by Lynch. Nelson. Gardner over. Dug out by Walker. Brazier. Here to Dixon. Slams it home. Lady Cats back on top. 12-11. I say it every game, but she's going to dunk by the time she's a senior.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, there's times I've seen her hand over the antenna.
Yes, it's crazy.
Very impressive. Garland back to serve. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf over to Nelson. Dug out by Brazier. Walker. Bryce. That one is in.
Oh, that was so good. I don't know how the refs see which side that comes down on. Like right then, I thought it came down on our side.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. I had to pause to make sure to see where he was pointing first. Next serve up here from Garland. Dug out by Stevens. Lynch saves it, but Stevens can't get it over. Now 14-11. A for effort there. Garland will come up with her first ace and the team's second. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf. Here to Nelson. Dug out by Walker. Brazier. Now over to Dixon. It's dug out by Lynch over to Metcalf. Setting up Gardner. Dug out by Garland. Bryce. Here to Dixon. That one is in. 15-11. One big hitter to another. 8th kill for Dixon. 4-point Lady Cab lead. Here on a 4-0 run. Right on the back line, an ace. Her second in the team's third.
She has such a good serve. If you watch it the whole time from when it leaves her hands till it hits the floor, you can tell that it moves. Like it's so smooth that it just moves.
It's the spin on it's crazy too. especially if she hits it with velocity like that.
Yeah.
Dug out by Stevens. Metcalf, now Nelson gets it over. Brazier, Walker, Dixon. That is in, 17-11. Dixon with 9 kills, 6-point Lady Cav lead. Next serve up. That's a little too much velocity. 17-12. As Schultz will come in for Archer. Back to serve is Nelson for the second time in this set for Tullahoma. Serve up. And that's long. 18-12. Niederkassis in for Walker. 6-point Lady Cav lead here in the second. Schultz back to serve. Dug out. Now Bryce tries to take advantage. Metcalf here to Gardner. That's blocked. And they're going to say it never made its way over. 19-12. Speaking of hard to judge, it's hard to judge if that ball hits someone on the other side the way that it hits the net.
Yeah, it really is.
Next serve up from Schultz. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf here to Gardner. Dug out by Garland. Schultz. Dixon slams it home. Lady Cats on the back stretch, 20-12. Now Daniel Lynch called his first time out of the second set, trailing by 8. We'll take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, Lady Cats with a 20-12 lead here in the second. Lead of 1-0. And Arlie, you mentioned it during the break. This Lady Cat team been very impressive here, looking like they're on their way to taking the second set.
Yeah, they are. I think their hopes are high right now, and they're keeping it on their side. So, I mean, as long as they stay up, they should have this next set. This set and the next.
Fourth ace for the Lady Cats. J.C. Schultz is first. 9-point lead, next serve. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf here to Nelson. Dug out by Garland, sent back over to Tullahoma. Gardner. Metcalf here to Bell. That one's in. She never really gets it, and it always falls in.
Yeah.
Bell's fourth kill, 11th assist for Metcalf. Bryson in for Gardner. 8-point Lady Cav lead. Serve up. And long. Another 9-point lead, 22-13. Almost seems like Tullahoma just can't get out of their own way when it comes to the service errors. Lloyd will come in for Brazier. Daniel in for Bryce. Lloyd back to serve. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf over to Nelson. Blocked. Unreal. Every time it hits her hands, it falls in between the lines.
Yes, and it's either straight down or it's straight to the side. It's never a far off block.
That's her fourth block as Lloyd's serve goes in the net, 24-13. Acosta comes in for Bell. Lynch back to serve. Lynch's serve dug out by Brazier, sent back over. Lidstrom. Metcalf to Costa, blocked by Daniel. Metcalf now over to Gardner, pushes it over. Garland, that one's in. Back-to-back points, 23-14. Those are the ones that always seem to be killers. They don't hit it hard the other way, but they find where you're not.
Yeah.
Serve up from Lynch. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz, here to Daniel. Blocked, saved by Brazier. Garland. Daniel mishits at that time, 23-16. 8 attack errors to 23 kills for Lawrence County so far. Serve up from Lynch. Dug out by Brazier. Daniel in the air. Garland will get it over the net, and we're going to call a double hit on Garland. 23-17. Serve up here from Lynch. Garland digs it out. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Tipped over. Dug out by Metcalf. Lynch. Here to Lidstrom. That one is in. 23-18. A 4-0 Tullahoma run. Now Steve Keaton going to call his first time out here of the second set. We will take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Ralph, for Tullahoma on a 4-0 run has made it 23-18. Arlie, what can the Lady Cats do here to break the tide and get the momentum back on their side?
I mean, probably just less errors, honestly. I mean, it's hard to tell because it looks like they have all the momentum on their side, but I don't know. It's just hard to tell.
Well, that's a good way to do it. Give it to Leah Dixon. That's a good way to
that
break
is
in.
Also another good way.
Break any run. Her 11th kill, 11th assist for Schultz. Garland out, Newton in. Set point for the Lady Cats. Dixon back to serve. Dug out by Nelson. Metcalf. Here to DaCosta. Dug out by Niederkassis. Daniel here to Newton. That one is in. And the Lady Cats will take the second set same way they took the first set, 25-18. They did 2 sets to none. They'll try to close it out and advance to the next round when we return on the X Sports Network.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Back to school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1500 trucks. Over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work. Hurry in to Heritage Automotive, where the deals are hot and the savings are huge.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
At
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back at the Ralph here in this district first round matchup where Lawrence County has taken both sets by the same score, 25-18. They lead it 2-0. Trying to close it out here in the third. Arlie, what have you liked out of Lawrence County here for the first two sets?
I've liked how they've worked together. They've really worked together, and when you're lacking on points, set it to Leah, and most of the time, 6 out of 10. She gets the point. So, if you get down in that hole, just set it to her and keep her spirits up, and, it'll be a good turnout.
Kills-wise, Lawrence County leading 24-14. Aces 4-2 in favor of the Lady Cats. Tullahoma with 18 errors to 17 for Lawrence County. Just like we talked earlier, the team with the most errors seems to be the team that's always trailing.
Yeah.
Serve up from Garland, dug out by Stevens. Bryce. Schultz. Back to Bryce. That one is in. A good start for the Lady Cats here, up 1-0.
For her to be a freshman, she really hangs in there with them. She gets her points up on the board.
Reminds me a lot of Leah from a year ago. Couldn't tell she was a freshman.
Yes.
Next serve up from Garland. That one is in for the ace, 2-0. Seemed like a bit of just miscommunication on Tullahoma's end there. 2-0, Garland back to serve. Dug out by Lynch. Nelson over to Gardner. That one is in, a good answer. Now 2-1.
That girl has killed the ball tonight. I don't think I've ever realized. I don't know if she's a freshman or if I've just never realized it. She's killing it.
I haven't recognized that name much from years past. It's dug out by Garland. Schultz here to Dixon. That one is in, 3-1. Dixon kill number 12, assist number 13 for Schultz. Back to serve is Schultz. Niederkassis checking in. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf here to Bell, punches it down and in. It's 3-2. And coming in will be Bryson for Stevens. It's Bell's 5th kill, 14th assist for Metcalf. Serve up here from Gardner. On the back line, and we're tied up at 3.
Sometimes when you listen to Steve, he does not help you at all.
He said out the moment it crossed the net.
It was one of those that dropped. He just yells. I swear he just yells things.
That was 7 inches in right there. 3-3 here in the third. Dug out by Brazier. Garland. Here to Niederkassis, gets it over. Metcalf. Swing and a miss from Bell. And that timing just seemed a little bit off there. 4-3 Lady Cats. Lloyd and Daniel checking in. Bryce and Brazier out. We have a shoe on the court?
No one's going to admit to it.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all in sports, we stop a game for a shoe on the court. Now everyone's timing is off here. Lloyd does get it over the net. Metcalf. Lynch hits it over, dug out by Garland. Schultz. Here to Dixon. That is in, 5-3.
That one literally, that set from JC, it looked like it was barely over the net. It was such a smooth set. And then Leah just, she's just going to kill it every time.
For someone like Leah, do you want to try to get it as high as you can or as kind of as...
It really depended on the day. Like when I was setting to her, it was like sometimes she'd lock it higher and sometimes she'd lock it lower.
Dixon gets it over. That's dug out by Lidstrom. Metcalf over to Bryson. That's in. On the other side. We'll just give Destiny credit for the block. Don't know if it ever really made it over, but give Destiny her 5th block on the night. 6-3. Next serve from Lloyd. In the net. Now 6-4. Lynch back to serve. Bell out, DaCosta in. Serve up, dug out by Brazier. Can't find it. Now it's 6-5 after the ace. That came from Lynch. It's her first and the team's 4th. Serve up. Off the net, saved by Garland. DaCosta over, Schultz back. Metcalf Lynch now to Bryson. Punches it over, long and wide. 7-5 Lady Cats.
Gosh, I find myself getting nervous with some of them points that are just right there, and I'm not even out there.
the margin for error on a ball like that is a couple inches every time. And Dixon going to come up with the ace, 8-5. Doing it all, her first ace and the team's 6th. Next serve up. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf over, dug out by Schultz. Brazier. Here to Newton. That one is in for the freshman, 9-5.
Oh my gosh, and she's a freshman too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think everyone on the court except for Reagan's an underclassman.
Yeah, literally.
Metcalf here to DaCosta. That one will not make it over, 10-5. It's one of those runs. Every set the Lady Cats have gone on the run that just creates enough distance between them and Tullahoma. Gardner, Metcalf, here to Lidstrom. It is wide, 11-5.
Right now, I just feel like the emotions are high for Tullahoma, and that's why I think they're just kind of getting in their head a little bit.
Yeah. When you've played all these teams before, you said, you kind of knew what Tullahoma was like. The winner of this against Lincoln County at 4:30, not to jinx anything, but certainly looks like the Lady Cats are on their way to that. You've played Lincoln County a lot. Certainly with the current roster that they have, what should the Lady Cats expect if they do move on to play them on Thursday afternoon?
I've kind of watched the games. I've not really thoroughly watched them, but against Lincoln County, you really just go in with an open mind. They can either be on or they can be off. Last year I remember when we were playing, they were hanging right there with us. It was I think one set it was 25-23 or something, and they were ahead of us most of the time. So you have to go in expecting, you can't go in expecting the best because then it's going to probably end up being the worst, and then you just kind of got to go in with a good mindset.
Dixon back to serve up 6 after the Tullahoma timeout. Metcalf in the air to Bryson. And Daniel did block at that time. Gardner back to Bryson again. That one is in. And we'll make it 11-6. Lincoln County will face the winner of this. They're the only ones that don't have to play in the first round of the tournament. More than likely we'll see Columbia and Coffee County in the nightcap. Then the championship right after. All of it will be at Tullahoma on Thursday. Metcalf serve off the top of the net and in. 11-7. Those have got to be frustrating. You're set up, you think she's going to hit it one way, hits the top of the net and dies.
Those are probably the hardest ones because then you just stand and look at each other like, who's going to go get it?
Walker here to Newton, gets it over, dug out by Lynch. Metcalf here to Bryson, hits it over, dug out by Dixon. Schultz, and Brazier will get it over the net. Gardner. Metcalf here to Nelson, tipped over and in. Now it's 11-8. Nelson coming away with the kill. Her 5th, Metcalf's 16th assist. 3-point Lady Cat lead here in the 3rd. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier here to Newton. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf over to Bryson. Tipped. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf keeps it in the air. Pushed over by Gardner. Dixon. Schultz here to Newton. Diving save by Lynch. Metcalf here to Bryson. That one is long. 12-8 Lady Cats.
That was a really good up from her. I don't remember her from the past years either.
That's one of the amazing things. I see it at high school. I see it at the college level, how you can just baseball swing your arm and it just hits it straight up in the air.
There was one play last year. I can't remember what team it was or who or anything about it, but I just remember Sophie ran after it and she got her arm underneath it, and then it came right up to me, and then I had to dive for it and come up underneath it. It was crazy.
Too many hits there for Tullahoma. 4 hits to make it 13-8. Sophie was like a little red-headed missile.
Yeah.
Everywhere she was. Yeah. Always diving all the time.
Yes, all the time.
Probably went through 7 pairs of knee pads every season. Walker here to Archer. That's dug out by Gardner. Metcalf. And sent over by Lidstrom. Dixon. Daniel. Dug out by Lynch. Bryson.
I mean,
14-8.
One thing that I will say is playing against, like, during practices last year, we would play against, like, we would put one of the best middles on one team and on one of the best on the other, and like we'd split up where we were an even team. And one thing about Destiny is you cannot just tip it right over because she will either swing and hit it right back at you or she'll just put it right back down.
Bella Grace's attempt goes wide. It's now 14-9. And we've already seen it a lot tonight. That if she can get a hand on it, it's over.
Yeah.
Stevens in for Bryson. She'll go back and serve, trailing by 5 in the 3rd. Brazier digs it out. Walker here to Daniel. That one is in. 15-9. Daniel now 5 kills to go along with her 6 blocks. Daniel out, Bryce in, Brazier in as well. She'll go back and serve. Actually, Archer that came in. DaCosta. Newton sends it back over. Stevens. And how about another kill for the freshman? 7-point lead. Great crowd on hand here tonight. What could be final home game for the Lady Cats. If they do win the district, they will host region tournament here next Tuesday. Stevens sends it wide, an ace. 17-9. Brazier's first and the team's 7th. Next serve up from Brazier. Ooh. I don't know how you guys don't get mad at each other if you're not looking and you get hit in the back of the head.
Oh, my gosh. I think we just laughed. I remember it was one practice, I think someone literally got nailed right in the back of the head, and we all just stood there and looked, and then we all just started laughing.
17-10. Lawrence County's lead here in the 3rd, and the serve is right in the net. 18-10. It's from Carly Martin. Garland in for Newton. She'll go back and serve. is dug out by Lynch. Saved by Nelson. Bell. Every time it is exactly like that. You don't think she never really gets a hold of it, but places it perfectly every time. That's her sixth skill to lead the team.
It's like she just gets it right on her fingertips and just like drops it down.
It's almost like she knows that they're playing like she's going to hit it on the back line. Walker, Schultz, Dixon, blocked down and in. That's Metcalf that time. 18-12. It's her first and the team's second. Nelson back to serve again. Tullahoma on a little bit of a run here. Serve up. Off of Walker, down and in. 18-13. Nelson with the ace. Her first and the team's sixth. Dug out by Brazier. Dixon back between the lines. Bryce will push it over. And that one is in. 19-13.
Gosh, those you have to be so careful because I actually think there was a new rule passed this year where they were trying not to call as many doubles on the setters. Right. So if you're not a setter, you have to be so careful because if that ball just leaves your hands the wrong way, they'll call you for a double.
Lynch digs out the serve. Metcalf sent wide by Bell. Now 20-13. Just like you mentioned, Arlie, you can double on the set, but you can't double on the attack, which is
you can double on the attack too.
Yeah. Dug out by Lynch. Now over to Gardner. That one is in. 20-14. Seen that it's not only a rule for high school, but it's a rule for college too. So mainly just to give a little bit better flow to the game.
I remember it was one game. Oh my gosh, it was in a tournament somewhere. These refs would not stop calling me for a double. It would be the cleanest set, and they would still call me for a double.
And that's a service ace in, 20-15. Gardner comes up with it, her third and the team's seventh. At some point, you just go up there one-handed just to prove you're not doubling.
Yeah, I literally just started passing it because I was just like, they're going to call me for a double every time.
Serve up here from Gardner. Dug out by Dixon. Brazier here to Niederkassis. Tips it over. Lichtner. And Metcalf tried to slap it over. Can't. 21-15. Daniel Lloyd will check in. Brazier and Bryce out 21-15. Lloyd serve. Falls in for the ace, 22-15.
I think she's a freshman too, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah. I thought so.
And a timeout will be called by Tullahoma. Down 7 late in the third. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Out of the timeout, Tullahoma out of timeouts here in the third. Lady Cats up 22-15, 3 points away from advancing to the district semifinals. Lloyd serve. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf, Bell punches it over and in. 22-16. Bell's team leading 7th kill, 18th assist for Metcalf. Lynch back to serve. DaCosta in for Bell. Serve up. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Miss hits it. 22-17.
I was just about to say, I hope I don't jinx. I don't think I've ever seen a team score the same points all 3 sets and win.
We're on the verge of that.
Yeah, we literally are.
Serve from Lynch. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Dug out by Lynch. Metcalf over block. Daniels struggles with it, but it's in. 22-18. It's Hillary Taylor with the kill, and now the Lady Cats call their first timeout here of the third set. We'll take it with them on the X Sports Network.
The Storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Lady Cats use their first timeout, up 22-18 here in the third. Brazier digs out the Lynch serve. Schultz, Dixon. That's a good way to come out of it on fire, 23-18. Dixon's 14th kill, 15th assist for Schultz. Newton in for Garland. Dixon back to serve. 5-point lead. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf. Acosta can't get it over. Now set point for the Lady Cats. Serve from Dixon. Dug out by Gardner. Metcalf high in the air. And blocked by Destiny Daniel, down and in. And Arlie Thomas's dream has come true. Lady Cats win all 3 sets, 25-18, and they will advance to the semifinals, which will be 4:30 against Lincoln County at Tullahoma on Thursday afternoon. Arlie, what are your final thoughts here on the match this evening?
I'm just proud of them. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't have any faith in them, but I kind of come in thinking that it would go the other way, but I'm proud that they stuck with them tonight.
Big game for the Lady Cats. Win both of their matchups, taking 2 out of 3 from Tullahoma this year. As mentioned before, they will take on Lincoln County at 4:30 from Tullahoma, and then the championship be later that night if the Lady Cats can knock off the Lady Falcons at around 7:30ish, depending on how long both the games go. If you have 2 5-set thrillers, we might tip off at midnight. So we'll see what happens. So for Arlie Thomas and our producer extraordinaire Kevin Wright, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
This is the X Sports Network.